Hello, you're with Libby from libbystamps.com and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make this little Easter basket, which is quite easy. This one I've made out of Tip Top Taupe, and I've gone around and inked all the edges, and I've used some of the metallic enamel shapes on the handle. The handle doesn't actually move because we don't have brads anymore, but you can still pop eggs in there for Easter or a little thank you gift if you want to. I'm thinking if you made it for a child for Easter, that would be enough for one egg and maybe a couple of little ones as well. So we'll use this time some Delightful Dijon. You also need the Project Life Corner Rounder, a 1-inch circle punch and your adhesives. Now I've already punched my circles and my handle. Now my handle is 6 inches by 1/2 inch or 15 centimeters by 1.3 centimeters, and I've used the corner rounder on the ends, and then I've gone ahead and ink distressed all the edges. I've already punched my circles out and I've ink distressed them, so they're 1-inch circles, and we just need to fold them in half and burnish the crease, of course, and then I might come back in and ink distress the top of those circles. So to do that, you just need your ink pad, and I'm using a sponge dauber this time, and I'm just going to come across like that and ink, and I'm going to do both sides so they both look the same on the basket. You'll have enough ink on there to do both circles. Alright, the other thing we need is to make the basket base, now that we've done the handle and these two circles here. So I have a 6-inch by 6-inch piece of Delightful Dijon, or 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters, and we're going to score at 2 inches or 5 centimeters, 4 inches or 10 centimeters. Then we're going to turn it 90 degrees, score at 2 inches or 5 centimeters, score at 4 inches or 10 centimeters. Now we're going to bring our snips in, and we're going to cut up the score line at 2 inches and at 4 inches, but we're only cutting to the 2-inch score line. Turn it 180 degrees and do the same. Alright, now while I've got it like this, I'm going to actually burnish my score lines. Hey, if you wanna play, make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination. Now I'm going to bring my ruler and pencil in just so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to put a mark at 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters right at the very top of the middle box, and then I'm going to cut with my snips, but I'm going to draw this in so you can see. I'm going to cut with my snips to that score line, and I'm going to do the same on the other edge. Right, so come in at 1 inch, and we're only working on the middle box at the moment. So come in at 1 inch, and you're going to snip down here and down here. Alright, now these outside boxes, you're going to snip into thirds. Now you can eyeball it if you want, and that's fine, or you can do about 5/8 of an inch. 5/8 of an inch will give you about the right amount. And I'm making the inside one, the one that's a little larger. And then when I cut, I'm only going to cut to the first score line. So when I've drawn all this up, you'll be able to see that my pencil lines are my cutting line, because if you're going to make a mistake, this will be where it is. So that's what our template's going to look like, and we're going to cut on all these pencil lines. So I'll just do that and I'll be back in a minute when I've done that. So this is what our basket looks like now. So we've got a triangle and we've got these bits cut in thirds. Now with my other basket I inked all those edges, but I'm not going to do that for this basket. I've already inked the handle and the circles. What you're going to do is bring in your trimmer again, and 2 and 3 are the ones you're going to cut. So I'm going to bend the outside ones off and the triangle away. So I'm just going to cut about 1/4 of an inch off 2 and 3, 2 and 3. And it's just easier to do it with your trimmer because you can line everything up. So again, I'm bending under the first ones and the triangle, and I'm going to cut about 1/4 of an inch off 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Now we can start putting our basket together. So we're bringing our basket and, right, so tuck 2 and 3 in. Then you're going to put your adhesive on the top of your triangle, and you're going to glue one of the longer ones to the top, and you'll put a little bit of adhesive on the other long one and bring that in. Now you want these two to be sort of straight across like that. And then you're going to put adhesive on these other ones. So I'm just going to flatten that out a bit. Just, you only need a tiny bit of adhesive. Right, and then you're going to do 1, 2. I just found that was easier, and make sure they don't overlap at the top. Right, then we'll do the other end. So there you have your basket so far. Then I'm going to put some adhesive on my circles, my 1-inch circles, which I have already folded and burnished the score line and I've already ink distressed them, so that's one. And you just want that to go straight across the top. Then our handles are going to, I'm just going to use some glue dots on the handles. So what I actually did was I brought my handle in and I ran my bone folder along it just to give it a bit of a curve, and then I took my glue dots, one for the inside of each handle, each end of the handle like that, and then just attach them to your basket so the round ends match up with the round ends, and the same on this side. Right, then I used the metallic enamel shapes, and on this one I'm going to use the gold to match up with the Delightful Dijon, and I'm going to use these larger circles. It just makes it look like they're parts of a bag, rivets I think they're called on a bag. So 1, 2. Alright, now we have our 2 little baskets. Great for Easter projects, great for a little thank you gift. You could pop a few chocolates in there, make a tag, embellish it with ribbon, do all sorts of things. But as I said the other day, we're just making the baskets and you can embellish them the way you want. All right, thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.